Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium. And anytime the TCU Horned Frogs take the field, they have a standard, a legacy to live up to. One that was established by the likes of Slingin' Sammy Baugh, Davey O'Brien, and LaDainian Tomlinson. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on a team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. Dropping back, it's Barber. Under fire. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Makes his man miss. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Ross. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Trying to make magic on the scramble. QB got it himself, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on 3rd down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Barber. Here comes the heat. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Last incompletion leaves him still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Lost the defense is wide open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. He turns it loose to the left. Pulls in the deep ball. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Looking downfield, it's Barber. He's going to run it across the 15. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. From the gun. Using his feet to buy time. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
The offense making its way back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. He'll try to do it himself. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the...
He's going to let it go. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. They're looking to pass from the red zone. That's a fly. Got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal. They take the lead with the 6.
You get down here on this part of the field and the field shrinks so much, you play so aggressive and you're playing all eyeballs on the run and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got him downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. First and 10. Now the play fake. Buys a little time. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Rushes on him. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Stanford comes up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Man, this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical and
he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Stanford!
love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw, it's Barber. Throwing right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On a little time, lets it go. Got a man, it's Stone. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the mark. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
On the run, still looking. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Wide open downfield. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Back to throw, it's Barber. They're working that left side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. Keeps looking downfield. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run it. Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Stanford fresh off that big run, going back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Touchdown, Stanford! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
And you got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.